Adam Stevenson with Calc Electric Motorcycles. We're based in Stockholm, Sweden. So our European market with 2 wheels, obviously kind of on the forefront. But North America is a big market for us. So ultimately, we have a little bit of everything here on display. Our Calc is our flagship Halo product here. First model came out in 2017. So it's evolved quite a bit from there.
Let's start with that then.
Yeah,
tell us all about that first, because that's pretty awesome looking.
It is. It's our Halo product. So hence why it's a little bit elevated on display. But the Calc, this is specifically our Calc OR Race Edition. Weighs under 200 pounds, 2.4 kilowatt hour battery. Goes up to 65 miles per hour.
Wow. And
as you see, a couple of fun features on it. So Öhlins suspension. We're Swedish based, so that's right behind us in our backyard is the Öhlins category. So that's a custom motorcycle suspension built for us. Outfitted with our race kit, so race wheels and tires. Just a fun, all-terrain machine. Anybody can ride it. No clutch, no gears, no shifting, no maintenance. Really the only thing you have to do is lube up the chain every now and then clean it up a little bit.
I was going to ask you, as far as braking goes, is it like a motorcycle with foot brake and front brake?
On our OR, our off-road specific bikes, it's not. So it's front and rear handlebar brakes.
Okay.
But we do have regenerative braking.
Oh, nice, nice.
So we have 3 modes for ride modes: ride mode 1, 2, and 3. Moderate, advanced, and unleashed. The brake modes are going to be freewheeling. Brake mode 2 is 2-stroke simulated braking. Ride mode 3 is 4-stroke simulated engine braking.
Nice.
So we have that regenerative braking not only slows you down like a Tesla or an electric vehicle would, but also regens some of the battery into the bike itself.
Do you guys go by run times or range? How does it work? As far
a little bit of both.
Yeah.
So EV is a delicate situation, and it's not because we don't want to disclose that information. It's similar to miles per gallon.
Yeah.
Car manufacturer is going to say, we get 28 miles per gallon. But if you're towing and you step on it and you're going uphill, you're going to get 10 miles per gallon. So range is about 35 to 100. I've seen guys blow it in 20. I've seen guys get up to 100. You know, they're climbing 3,000 feet of elevation, and then they're coming down and using that regenerative braking, and they're getting 15 to 20% of the bike battery back.
Oh, nice.
So again, range is a little tough, but people want to know. We view it kind of more in hours of fun. So like a snowmobile, 1 to 2 hours of advanced or unleashed riding, 3 to 6 hours of conservative riding.
Nice, nice.
So
cool.
Street legal options as well. So you can get this exact bike in a street legal model as well. That does switch over to a foot brake for the United States and Europe to get a DOT and highway approval. But other than that, it's pretty much exactly the same, and you can rip it around all 50 states.
I love it, man. I'm in love. I love it, man. That's cool.
Go to the next one, OSA, over here. This specifically is our OSA work edition, but the kind of the base frame of OSA, this is our workhouse model. So everything that's loaded onto the bike, as you see, is held on by these clamps that go along that main chair. So I could take all this stuff off in 5 minutes. I could put a surfboard rack and a child carrier or an extra seat, all with the same clamps.
That is
awesome. This one loaded is specifically our work edition. So each model that we have out here, we have a commute option and then a work option. So the work option, as obviously as seen, can kind of have a multitude of different applications. We have bikes out on solar farms. We have bikes inside of factories. They can drive around the factory because there's no
emissions.
There's no noise. So you can drive it inside a building.
Is the motor different?
The motor is the exact same on the OSA and the Calc.
Wow.
This OSA has our XL battery, so you're looking at closer to about 50 to 120 miles of range, depending on same ride modes, the same motor, a little bit different gearing than the Calc.
Nice.
Really fun platform. That's the one that's the most fun, the Calc, but the OSA is the one that I ride most.
Yeah, very nice.
Last year we introduced the Maka over here. This is our moped, 28 miles per hour on this one. Rear hub driven motor, so no chain or belt. Easy
Nice.
maintenance, no noise. Very Swedish inspiration with our fun lock windshield and windscreens. 20 miles per hour, closer to 25 to 45 miles of range on this one.
Nice.
And low step over, easy to ride. Again, no clutch, no brake. Really easy to ride on this bike.
So I got a couple questions.
Go for it.
As far as like water resistance and riding in like bad weather, is it pretty much IPX? You know?
IP6.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So everything is essentially closed off and sealed with gaskets. We obviously, having an electric motorcycle, I've ridden in rain, I've ridden the Calc in even worse conditions. Obviously, just like anything, you wouldn't want to submerge battery or electrical components in water. But riding on the street, we have rain. We have the fenders to kind of cut down the rain and such. And then the rear hub driven motor is completely sealed.
Yeah.
So there's really nothing getting in the motor.
And then battery wise, you just hot swap them if you had a spare battery?
Yeah, great question. All the bikes are removable batteries. You can charge the batteries on the bike themselves, or you can actually remove them and charge them internally. Or say you had two, for a husband, wife, or a partner, or kids, you could actually use the same battery. So I could take that battery, throw it in that one, vice versa.
Very cool.
They're also solar charging capable, so you can actually use solar to charge the batteries up, and you can actually use the battery as a power bank to use tools, charge your phone, etc.
I was just going to ask that. So I'm looking at your stuff from my perspective. I got kids. Can I pack one or two kids on here with extra seats?
You can. Yeah, so these, we don't have our passenger kits on these, but every single bike outside the Calc, you can have a passenger on the bike.
And where would they be at, in the front or the back?
Yeah, so there's a couple of mounted, so these holes through here, we basically have a rear carrier rack that pops up, and there's a smaller seat.
Oh, cool.
I wouldn't put an adult like myself on the back of that. But a child, and even a small adult, for shorter distances, a smaller adult, because the weight range is more in the 350 range.
Yeah.
So two adults or myself on the back of that would not be as comfortable and or probably safe. So.
Oh, I love it, man. I could already see myself packing my kids on this thing already.
Absolutely.
That's cool. Right on. And then was there something over there?
There is. This is the new one.
All right. Excuse me.
So this is the OIK. And this is our first entry into the pedelect category. We're very familiar with two-wheeled electric motorcycles. Two big questions we get with electric motorcycles are licensing and insurance and range anxiety. The ranges, as we described, anywhere from about 25 to 100 plus on electric motorcycles. The big kind of capstone key feature of this OIK, we have 3 battery options in tandem that work all together for 220 miles of range. Wow. So that is the kind of the keystone top notch aspect.
I've never heard of any bike with that kind of range.
There's not a whole lot out there. There are some other bikes, there are some other cargo bikes that do have multiple battery configurations. What we've always had with motorcycles is light, quiet, and clean. And that lightness, because of the diminishing returns of weight to EV battery power. When the bike is lighter, we can use a smaller battery, or if we can manage to have more batteries like this, we're able to propel that bike further than all 66 in New York are all the bikes. This specifically with the mid-drive and wheel automatic shifting, belt drive, the 3 battery options, and then it's over-engineered specifically for the applications. With that, any but it is kind of over-engineered solutions like glass house. And again, as you see it, this model has the battery as a base, would be with the 1 battery. But the platforms on the bike are with bike. So there's a little bit of a video up here, as well as on our website that has kind of different options. Front load, rear load, 440 pounds of cargo that can be put on the bike.
Wow.
So,
Can you talk a little bit about the belt drive?
Absolutely.
Why you guys went with that?
yeah, so there's two options. So as we're launching it or announcing it here at CES, the belt drive is the version that we have currently. For work applications, we will hopefully be getting chain options similar to our bikes, but belt options are going to be quiet, no maintenance, no stretch. They're carbon belts, as well as with the NVLO automatic shifting on the bike. That belt system with the mid-drive system just works out a little bit easier. So again, no maintenance, no stretch, no oil. It's a carbon stranded belt. Even if it was to be damaged by any means, it's an over-the-counter bicycle belt that we can supply.
Very cool. I guess my last question would be, can you talk about prices or just ballpark
Absolutely,
prices?
yeah. So the Maka starts at around $4,500.
That was the scooter ones,
That's
right?
the moped.
The mopeds,
Yep.
okay.
The OSA starts at $8,800 for our OSA Flex. Again, can be configured up to about 12 to 13. Our Halo product there, as seen, is about 14.6, maybe a little higher than that with the race kit. But that family starts more in the 11,000 range. The OIG is going to start at 6,470 on the OIG with the additional accessories being able to add. So with Olive Cake motorcycles and bicycles, I now have to correct myself when I say that. We have, we're all direct to consumer. So you can kind of configure the bike how you want it. You can reach out to any of us here in North America. We have a North American team that in most are in 7 cities. And so direct consumer, we can ship right to your doorstep. We can drop it off for you. We'd love to give you a hand for any of it. And then you can build the bike how you see fit.
What about financing?
Absolutely, yeah. So we have a couple of financing options here in North America. There are a couple of stipulations in certain states, but we have Klarna. A program called Split It that uses your existing credit and does monthly payments. And then traditional motorcycle licensing called Lightstream.
Oh, okay.
As direct consumer, we have those 3 options. It's ever changing, and hopefully with locality, different states, regulations, we'll hopefully be getting some more financing options.
Cool.
Hopefully soon.
And then last question before we cut you loose.
You're good.
Warranty work.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Absolutely, yeah. So we have North American distribution and a service center that helps out for all of North America. We also have a service provider that's nationwide with 3,000 contracted workers that have been trained by us that can reach out to your network.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the warranty on the bike is 2 years.
Oh, nice.
And that is battery and bike. The off-road model is a little different. It's industry standard, anywhere from 15 to 60 days, depending on model.
Yeah.
Which is industry standard for an off-road application.
They're getting beat up, yeah.
Yeah. But the other motorcycles and bicycles, 2-year warranty.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, I think we covered everything, right?
Yeah. I
Cool.
mean, the only other thing I could do is get you on a bike, but...
Where's that at? We want to ride one.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're in 7 cities right now.
Uh-huh.
Southern California, Northern California, British Columbia, Denver, Salt Lake, and New York City. We do have some partners online as well in a couple other cities. Reach out at ridecake.com to submit a test ride request. Hopefully we'll get you on a bike because that's how the fun's.
There you go, guys. Ridecake.com, right? That's the website?
Ridecake.com.
Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
Cheers.